update. It is November 22nd. I have to wait until January 11th to see the doctor and start hormones. It just feels like I'm not really living in the meantime. I'd like to see where I am this time next year. That'd be pretty great. I'm tired of feeling like I'm not actually alive. I got my first shot of tea on Monday, and I'm 4 days on tea today, which is, I mean, is nothing, but it also feels like it's everything.
This is my voice 1 month on testosterone. This is my voice almost 2 months on testosterone. This is my voice 3 months on testosterone. This is my voice 5 months on testosterone. This is my voice 7 months on testosterone. This is my voice 10 months on testosterone. Hey guys, so I can't believe I'm about to make this video. So today, January 11th, 2017, marks my 1 year on tea. So this is a little video to say that I made it. This video honestly is not for the physical changes. The physical changes are the obvious. I have some facial hair, I grew some body hair, my shoulders are broader, I've put on like some mass, I guess, like I don't know, my neck is thicker, all that stuff. You could find a million videos about the changes on testosterone on YouTube, but I just want to talk about what this means to me emotionally. This time last year, if I didn't get tea, I don't know what I would have done. I was in a really bad place. When I got my letter from my therapist to say that I could start hormones, I still had to wait months to see an endocrinologist, about 5 months. And I made these paper chain links to count down the days until I started testosterone, but as you can see, I never made it to the end. I was 14 days away, literally 2 weeks away from my first endocrinologist appointment when I realized I couldn't keep breaking these circles, because if I got to the endo and I didn't get my first shot of tea that exact day, I didn't know what I would have done. So I stopped counting. I stopped breaking the links, and today I wanted to break the last chain link that I never broke last year to mark my 1 year on tea. I literally never thought I would make it to this day. Part of me was also afraid of ripping those chain links, because if I already ripped that paper and I didn't get it, or it somehow got taken away from me, like if I couldn't get my shot, ripping that paper meant that I made it. And I didn't want to rip it until I knew that I made it. And now I do know. I have made it. Nobody could take this away from me. Nobody could take away my deep voice. Nobody could take away my flat chest. Nobody... All I had before were my name and my pronouns. That's all I had. And now it's like there are all these things and they're mine, and nobody could take them away from me. And it's a really comforting, safe, reassuring feeling that I wish everyone could feel, and I hope that you all get to feel, because it's incredible. I want to thank everyone, especially Chase. I'm not sure if you're watching this. I wouldn't have had the confidence or the strength to transition physically and start hormones and have surgery if it weren't for you. You were the only trans friend that I had. You felt like you were the only actual friend that I had. You were always there. You didn't forget about me. If I disappeared, you would come looking for me, and that's something that I never found in friends before. That support, having that one friend that's what made it for me. That's what did it. I knew that I could go through this because I wasn't going through it alone, and even if I was abandoned by my family or by my other friends, I knew that I had this one person that I could count on, and that's really important when you're transitioning. A year ago, I didn't know if starting hormone therapy would cut me off from my family. I didn't know how it would affect my friendships. I didn't know, and I had put off starting hormones for so long because I was afraid of the unknown. I was afraid of losing all of these people who I thought I needed in my life. And it's sad because it's nice to have family, and I know that family is important, but I realized that what I needed wasn't what they wanted. And keeping people in your life who are stopping you from doing what you need to do to live, I'm sorry, I can't think of a single person who is worth that. If you don't have a friend like Chase in your actual physical life, you have the online community, you have me, and you have so many others, and you're not alone. And I know it's easier said than done to say, like, if your parents or other people who are important to you in your life, if they don't support you, that you just need to do what's right for you. I know that that's so much easier said than done, but once I let go of what I was afraid other people would think, or how afraid I was of being abandoned, because I've been abandoned in the past. But I know what it's like to be left. And I was so afraid of feeling that again, but you're worth so much more than that. And once I let go of their opinions and the fear of losing them, I gained the confidence to be who I needed to be. I gained the freedom to be who I needed to be, because I'm the only one who could grant myself permission to do this. I was the only one who needed to accept being on hormones. Everyone else was optional. So that's it. I'm able to be in a stable relationship and not feel insecure and project my insecurities onto my partner. I could talk on the phone without feeling shattered and defeated and heartbroken when I get misgendered, and having to pretend that I'm not, and having to tell myself that it's not a big deal and that it doesn't bother me, when I know deep down that it does bother me and it's taking a toll on me, and every single day it's taking more out of me. I'm free of that life, and it's unfortunate that I'm left with this complete exhaustion. It's like the last year has just taken everything out of me. It's like I crossed the finish line, but on my hands and knees, crawling across it. I crossed that finish line, but now it feels like I'm just lying right beyond the finish line. I'm lying on the floor, looking at all I just did and saying, fuck, I made it, but I can't go any further right now. And I just need time to heal, and I'd like to think that that's okay, and that it's normal. I'm proud of myself and kind of amazed that I've made it this far. I didn't think I'd make it this far. And it's funny because all of my fears I had pre-T, all of these irrational, I don't know what my fears were. There was some point where everyone else who was against me transitioning had instilled these fears in me, like, oh, what's gonna happen when you're 40 years old? What's gonna happen when you're 50? Like, as if that person in the future is more important than who I am right now. And I just realized that person in the future is not a mystery. It's me. It's going to be me. And who I am 5 or 10 or 15 years from now is not more important than who I am right now. And the distress that I feel is real, and my dysphoria is real, and the relief that I felt when testosterone started to change me, that is so real. So just have confidence in yourself. If you do have doubt, it is normal. Go talk to a therapist about it, but I'm just explaining where I realized my doubts and fears were coming from. They were the doubts and fears of others that they were projecting onto me. It's scary when you don't know better, and it's scary when you have to be so 1000% sure in the eyes of everyone around you, and if you show any doubt, if you falter for even a moment, you lose all credibility, and suddenly you're not trans enough and your identity isn't real. But it's so normal to have doubts and to falter and to second guess yourself. I feel like if you don't take a second to double think things, that would be more of an issue. That would be a problem. It's normal as a human being to just be afraid of stepping outside of your comfort zone, to be afraid of big changes. It doesn't mean you're not valid. It doesn't mean that testosterone is a wrong choice for you. It doesn't mean it's the right choice for you either. It's just, ultimately, it's up to you. And all I could say is that testosterone has changed my life. And I know everyone says it's not an end-all, cure-all, and you're preaching to the choir. I know that. I'm still very much struggling with my mental health, but that part of it, that huge amount of it that came from dysphoria, my voice dysphoria, being misgendered, not passing, not feeling accepted, that part is gone, and that part is life-saving. It's that little extra bit that was pushing me over the ledge. It's gone now, and I have enough strength to just stand on my own 2 feet at least. Even if I can't take a step forward, I'm standing. So that's it. That is what being 1 year on testosterone means to me. And I'm sorry if it wasn't enough topless comparisons of me before and me now, and if it wasn't enough pictures of my leg hair, but it's how I feel and how my view has evolved, and what happened to my doubts pre-T, and what happened to me throughout my transition in 1 year. I know that I'm the same person, but I also feel completely differently in a good way. All the core parts of myself are the same. I'm still a disgusting, tortured artist. I'm still like internet trash. None of that has changed. But I'm just more confident and happier. As much as my mental health sucks, overall I'm happier, and I'm able to actually speak when I'm in a crowd, and I'm able to actually crack jokes, and I feel seen. I used to feel like If I could have walked between the paint and the walls, I would have. I wanted to just disappear constantly. I would just be under everyone's radar because if you don't see me, you can't misgender me. And now I don't feel that way anymore. I feel like I exist in this world, and I feel like people address me and they see me every time that I'm gendered correctly. And it sucks that it took my family this for them to accept me. It took physical transition for them to actually see me as valid as male. I feel bad that that is the case for a lot of people, and I'm sorry, but at least now for me, I have my family's acceptance, and this is sort of, not that they could physically see it, it's almost like they understand and they see that I'm happier, and that, not even happier, I'm a full person. I'm a full walking, talking, interacting human being. So that's it. This is my voice, 1 year on testosterone.